Hi friends, it's Miss Monica from Tender Care Learning Center in Robinson, and I have a story to read to you again today. And our story is called Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Okay, let's get ready to read our story. I hope you're ready. There we go. Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Art by James Dean. That means James drew all the pictures in our book. And the story is written by Eric Litwin. He is the one who wrote the story. Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much that he sang this song. Here's his buttons, 1, 2, 3, and 4. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. He lost his turquoise button. How many buttons are left? 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Blue, green, and red are left. Groovy. Did Pete cry? Goodness no! Buttons come and buttons go. He kept singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. There's his blue button. How many buttons are left? 2. There's a 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness no! Buttons come and buttons go. He kept singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. Pete lost his green button. How many buttons are left? 1. There's a 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness no! Buttons come and buttons go. He kept singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. Pete lost his red button. How many buttons are left? 0. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness no! Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? There's no buttons. Let's see what's there. It's belly button, and he kept singing his song. It's all good, he says. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no! We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. My buttons, my four groovy buttons. Thanks for listening to my story again. I hope you have a good day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.